Hello and welcome to another episode of Messy Magic. I am your host, Dee Guy, and I'm so happy and so grateful that you're joining me today. Thank you so much for pressing play on this episode. I have a very practical exercise for you today that I'm going to invite you to do with me, regardless of what you're doing right now, whether you're driving, whether you're cleaning your house, whether you're exercising, or whether you're just sitting down listening to podcasts, bless you. I'm going to invite you to do this exercise. It is actually something that I created an episode about back at the end of September. So you can always go back and listen to that one. But this is just sort of a practical demonstration of how it works. And so as an intro, I guess if you are someone who feels like you live in your head a lot of the time, and I know that's me, I tend to use my brain a lot. I'm always thinking, always analysing, always worrying or stressing or dreaming or remembering. And so this particular exercise is all about bringing us back into our bodies and out of our heads. And there are so many benefits and so many reasons to do this. One of the biggest ones I have found, as far as like a benefit of bringing myself out of my head and into my body, is to bring myself back in touch with my true self. And I know that might sound a little bit counterintuitive, because I think like when we're thinking, when we're in our heads, it feels like we're kind of chatting with ourselves. So that might feel like our true selves. But often it's a voice that comes from somewhere else. It might be a voice of expectation, a voice of habit, a voice of criticism, or some other voice. And I think by bringing ourselves back kind of deeper into our bodies, we get in touch with, we connect with our deepest, truest selves. One of the other benefits I find is that it helps me to ground. And what I mean by ground is to connect with my foundation, my sense of stability. And that might mean different things to you. But this sense of grounding, of like bringing us back down to earth, I think is a really useful, valuable and powerful thing to do. This is also really useful for helping us to calm down, because again, I think when we live in our heads a lot, we can fall into the trap of becoming that kind of nervous energy, excited energy, stressed energy, busy, critical, whatever it might be. And as I'm talking, I'm realizing it sounds like living in my head is an awful place to be, which is certainly not the case. So please don't be concerned. But obviously it can be, and I think it can be for all of us. And all I'm trying to say is that I think that coming back into our bodies is a really useful, luxurious thing to do. And most of all, I think for me, this exercise is all about bringing us back into the present moment. Because when we're in our heads, we're often either in the past or in the future, and we're not actually fully experiencing the present moment. And the present moment is really where life is happening. And so this exercise is about bringing us back into the present and experiencing the present moment with as much fullness as we can, which I think is a really beautiful thing. And so if you're interested, then I'm going to move into the practical exercise of this now. And this is something I do pretty much every day. The episode that I recorded at the end of September was actually when I first set this up as a reminder in my phone. which, you're welcome obviously to do the same thing. And I found it really useful. I've been doing it pretty much every day since then. It might take 10 seconds, 30 seconds a day, but it's also a good habit to have. And it's something that now that it's more of a habit for me, I find myself doing it at other times during the day when I'm not being reminded by my phone to do it. And so, I found it really useful. And that's why I'm bringing it back today, and I'm creating like an actual exercise for you. So whatever it is you're doing, whatever activity you're doing, you don't need to change anything. All I invite you to do is just to use your senses one by one. So first of all, I just invite you to really notice what you see in front of you. And that could be anything. It could be shapes, colours, textures, movement. It could be representations of something. It could be things going past you. Just take a moment to really use your eyes and look around and notice what you're seeing. Next, I'm going to invite you to use your ears to really hear what's going on. And I bet you can find noises that you didn't previously notice. Are there noises in the distance? Is there something happening nearby? What can you hear? And now bring your awareness to your sense of smell. Can you smell anything? If you can, is it a smell that you like or one that you don't like? There's no need to change anything. We're just noticing. And what about taste? Do you have any taste in your mouth? Maybe there's a lingering coffee. Maybe it's related to the sense of smell that you just noticed. Or maybe there's nothing. Nothing distinguishable anyway. And what about what you can feel? Are your hands touching something? Is your bum in a chair? Can you feel the weight of your body as it rests into a chair or the floor or even your bed if you're lying in bed? Or if you're standing or walking, can you feel your feet as they touch the ground? Are your fingers touching each other? Can you feel your clothing as it rests on your body? What else can you feel? And lastly, what are you feeling emotionally? Just take a moment to feel into your heart and see what it has to say. Are you feeling busy, stressed? Are you feeling calm? Are you feeling impatient? Hurry up, Nadine, finish this exercise so I can get on to the next thing. What is it that you're feeling? And again, there's no need to change anything. Whatever you're feeling right now is completely perfect. So that's the exercise. And you can take this exercise and make it whatever you like. You can just focus on one sense at a time for a few seconds and then get back on with what you were doing. You can do what I just did and move through all the senses. You can pick a couple. You can set it as a reminder in your phone like I have, or maybe you could use a trigger during your day, like when you're cleaning your teeth or having a shower, to tap into your senses and really experience the current moment. And the beauty of it is you can really do it anytime, anywhere, and there's nothing that you have to do differently, and it can be completely imperfect, and that's actually perfect as it is, because it's all about just experiencing what's going on around you right now. You don't have to change anything. All you're doing is just noticing. And by doing that, you're bringing yourself back home into your body and just really like feeling into and heightening your awareness in all of those senses and experiencing the current moment with as much fullness as you can. I think it's such a beautiful practice. So I hope that this has been valuable. I hope that you love it as much as I do. And before I go, I just want to remind you, if you heard my last episode, I did a quiet little announcement at the end that I have been studying to become a feminine embodiment coach. I'm still a coach in training, but to celebrate the whole journey that I'm on, I am excited to offer free discovery sessions, and also 2 people will get 2 free 90-minute coaching sessions with me, which I'm so excited about. This whole modality, honestly, is changing my life. So if you, there's tons of things it can be used for, but at the moment I'm centering on your vision and your goals for 2023. So if you want to revisit your goals, or you want to set up a vision, or set up some goals, or just refresh everything that you already got in place for this year, but you'd like it to come from a place of really deep truth and knowing within your body, and from your very real wisdom and desires, then I would so love to support you. And I'd love to just have a conversation about it with you, to see whether it might be something that you're interested in. There's completely no obligation or expectation. If you just want to have a chat about it, that's completely fine, because it's important that the people who do come through this coaching with me are, fully on board and as excited as I am to go through the process. So there'll be absolutely no pressure from me. I'm excited to support the people that are excited to support themselves. So if you're interested in that, or if you know somebody who is, you can go to messymagic.co/coaching. And that will take you through to my calendar, where you can book in a discovery session for an informal chat. And if you can't find any times that work for you, you can get in touch with me. You can just email me hello@messymagic.co, and we can see if we can find an alternative time. But yeah, I would love to chat with you if it's something that you are interested in. And also, if you are interested in that, you'll need to just register for the discovery session by the 31st of January in order to qualify for those 2 free spots for 2 free 90-minute sessions each, which I'm so excited about. Okay, so that's everything I've got for you today. I hope this has been a useful exercise. I'd love to hear from you if you try it, if you integrate it into your life. Let me know what you think. Email me hello@messymagic.co. Please feel free to share this episode if you think that somebody might find it useful. And also don't forget to subscribe to the show if you haven't already and you feel like it's something that you might want to be reminded about. I'm going to try to be doing episodes roughly once a week this year. So yeah, if you subscribe, you'll get those episodes automatically. So again, I hope this has been useful, And until next time, I'm wishing you the most magical day.